Passing baby
cousin
with 4 rail fence.
Passing baby cousin with 4 rail fence is this example of kind of my goal as an artist in the world. I mean, aside from emotional survival, the purpose of my artwork usually correlates to my interest in the ego, in particular the mitigation of self through the surrendering or destruction of personal objects and space. And I usually examine this through collaboration, performance, or interactive forms of confrontation. I also do a lot of abstract documentation, video and photography. I really like working with people on a personal level and documenting my impression of their personality. I also use it to get to know myself better and my own personality. But overall, I enjoy destroying the distance between people by creating a world where individuality is only helpful when in part of a gestalt. So in many ways, my art is a tool for encouraging community. I set up the show, especially the photographic elements, in a pretty specific way. Basically, I wanted to mimic what memory feels like, and I think memory has a lot to do with identity as well, like and what you remember about your life. It basically constitutes who you think you are. So I wanted to capture kind of like the feeling. So, and I kind of put some photographs aside and even circled them or framed them in some way to kind of indicate those several moments in time that mark someone's consciousness. I gave attendees the opportunity to shred a rare box of my family photographs. So basically this box represents my ego. And so I thought it was appropriate to comply with my mother's wishes and allow people to shred my family photographs. In the same way that the photographs are set up in the show to take these like solid moments and kind of like make them into a part of every moment. This was an attempt to foil the egotistical nature of self-portraiture, which is also, by the way, a very lonely, like self-portraiture is very lonely, which I think, which is why I also did this way to turn my loneliness into like a group activity. Basically, I would put my 35mm camera on self-timer in these crowded public spaces and force me and strangers into this photograph. I mean, so in that sense, it also challenges discomfort in watching someone be outwardly egotistical. So it was kind of like a performance piece in the moment for anyone who was there to see it happening. And the photograph, in the end, is community-centered, where I have a friend who is a photographer in Israel, Dana Gross, and we started sending each other our used 35mm film with the purpose of double exposing over each other's frames. In this way, I thought was this great metaphor for sacrificing the photographer's like ego for like a visual community. Or something greater than like your own frame. and it was amazing how some of them came out as if it was they were meant to be